Let's go to page 274 and start with number 2. So you want to plot a point at 0, 0, 3. So label your axes x, y, z. So 0, 0, 3. So x is 0, y is 0, and z is 3. So 1, 2, 3. Now make sure you put the trace so you can follow the path. Because with a 3-dimensional, if you just put a point without a trace, there's no way of telling what a coordinate is. Okay, let's go to number 4. You got 3, 5, 0. So your x, y, z. So 3. Up here, and then you go up 5. Okay, so you can use your metric ruler so that every 5 millimeter is 1 division. So you go 3, so you go 3, 5, 0. Okay. Right, let's go to number 6. You have the 4, negative 3, 0. So x, y, z. Again, make sure you label your axes, okay? Because in the book you use different rotations, so just be aware of that. Okay, so you got 4, so right over here, and you got negative 3, okay. Let's go to number 8. You have the 4, 5, negative 6. So that's your x, y, z. Okay, so 4. Then you go 5. And you have to go negative 6. So that's your 3 centimeters, right? So again, when you use your ruler, make sure you parallel with the axes. Okay? So it's going to be right over here. And put a big dot over here. Okay, let's go to number 10. Okay, number 10, you have 2 points, A at negative 5, 2, 4, and B at 4, 0, negative 2. And you're looking for the distance between the 2 points. Okay, so that you use the distance formula. So distance equal to square root of, and you're just going to have x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared plus z2 minus z1 squared. So it basically is a Pythagorean theorem, except instead of just 2-dimensional, you got 3-dimensional. Okay. Okay, so you're going to get 4 minus negative 5 squared plus, again, use your fingers. So 0 minus 2 squared. The reason you want to use your fingers so that way you can match up the numbers, so that way you don't get all scrambled up. Okay, so you got negative 2 minus 4 squared. Again, do a step by step so you to avoid careless mistakes. So you're going to get 9 squared give you 81, negative 2 squared give you 4, and negative 6 squared give you 36. Okay, 40. So you get square root of 121, so distance equal to 11. Okay, let's go to number 12. Okay, so same thing. You have point A at 1, negative 2, 3. B at 3, 4, negative 5. So the distance equal to, so you're going to get 3 minus 1 squared plus 4 minus negative 2 squared plus negative 5 minus 3 squared. Again, don't try to do too many steps because it's very easy to make careless mistakes. 3 minus 1 is 2, 2 squared is 4. So this will be 6 squared will give you 36. This will give you negative 8 squared give you 64. So this gives you square root of 104. And if you kind of simplify that, so it would be 2, 52, 2, 26, and that's it. So distance equal to 2 square root of 26. Okay, let's go to number 14. You got 2 points. You got A at 0, negative 5, 8. You got B at 8, negative 3, 12. And you're looking for the midpoint. So the midpoint would be just average of the two. Okay. So you go and add, divide by 2. So basically what you have is you got 8 plus 0 over 2. You got negative 3 plus negative 5 over 2. And you got 12 plus 8 over 2. Okay? So this one you can kind of just do it mentally. You don't have to do this. Okay? Okay, so you're going to get 8 divided by 2 give you 4. Okay, you add, you get negative 8 divided by 2, you get negative 4. You add, you get 20 divided by 2, you get 10. Okay, so midpoint is very easy. Okay, let's do the 16. So you got point A at 1, negative 8, 2. You got B at 11, 9, 5. Okay, so midpoint, you just add and divide by 2. So you get 12 divided by 2, you get 6. You add, you get 1 divided by 2, you get 1/2. You add, you get 7 divided by 2, you get 7 over 2. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so let's go to number 18. Okay, it says find the coordinate points at 2/3 of the way from A to B. So you got point A. It's three-dimensional, but you can just draw it this way. The point A. Okay, point A is negative 7, 2, 1, and B is 3, 7, 11. And you're looking for coordinate 1/5 of the way from A to B. So you're looking for point P over here. So 1/5 of the way. So that means this is 1 and this is 4 and the whole thing is 5. Right? 1/5 of the whole thing. Okay. Okay. So again, the way to do this, you do the x and the y separately and the z separately, right? So the x is going to be equal to, so first you minus, so 3 minus negative 7, so that will give you the distance, right? So 3 minus negative 7, that's a distance, and you want 1/5 of the distance, so you times by 1/5, okay? So that will give this distance. Then you have to plus what you start out with, so that's your starting point. Okay? So again, this is the total distance times 1/5, that will give you this distance, and then you have to plus what you start out with, okay? And that will be your x. So go and work it out. So this will give you negative 7 plus 1/5 times, so this give you 10, so this give you 2. So 2 and give you negative 5. Okay, and then you do the same thing with y. Okay, so do the y, so you're going to get 7 minus 2, let's give you the whole distance. You times by 1/5, give you this distance. And you have to add what you start out with, okay? So y equal to 2 plus 1/5 times 5. So y equal to 3. And do same thing with the z. Okay, so you're going to get 11 minus 1. So 11 minus 1, let's give you the whole distance. And you times by 1/5. Okay, that will give you this distance. Okay, and then plus what you start out with. So you start at 1 and you add this distance will give you the coordinate. Okay, so z equal to 1 plus 1/5 times 10. So this gives you 2. So z equal to 3. So the point P is going to be at negative 5, 3, 3. Okay, let's go to number 20. Okay, so you have point A at negative 5, 8, negative 3. And you're going to have point B over here at 6, 5, negative 5. And you're looking for P so that AP, so you're going to extend to this way here. So here's your P, so that AP is equal to 2, right? Equal to 2 times AB. So AB is 1. So again, AP is 2 times AB. So that's kind of the picture. Okay. So you can realize that this is a midpoint. Okay. So this is a midpoint. So in other words, to find this is you can use you can use this formula, okay, but it's unnecessary because it's easier if you just realize this is a midpoint. So that if you just average the two, will give you the middle, right? So in other words, x minus 5 over 2 will give you 6, right? You add, divide by 2, give you the middle. Same thing with the y. So y plus 8 divided by 2. So again, you add, divide by 2 will give you the middle. Same thing with the z. So z, so you add, divide by 2 will give you the middle. Okay, again, I'm using the midpoint formula instead of the ratio formula. So multiply, so you get x minus 5 equal to 12 plus 5 plus 5. So x equal to 17. This one you cross multiply, you got y plus 8 equal to 10 minus 8 minus 8. So y equal to 2. Cross multiply, so you got z minus 3 equal to negative 10 plus 3 plus 3. So you got z equal to negative 7. So point P is going to be a 17 to negative 7. Okay. Now if you do it the other method, okay, if you do it the other way, okay, which is fine, okay, so what you need to do is for the x, okay, what you need to do is you have to use this minus that, so it'll be 6 minus negative 5, okay, so that way will give you the whole distance. But now the r is equal to 2, so you have to times by 2. Then you have to plus what you started with, so you got negative 5. So in this case, you got x equal to negative 5 plus 2 times 11. So you got x equal to negative 5 plus 22. So x equal to 17. And you can see they are the same answer, right? Okay. And you can do same thing for the y. So for the y, you can use the 5 minus the 8, okay? Then you have to times 2 because the r equal to 2, okay? Because this is twice as that. And then you have to plus what you start out with, okay? So you start out at 8, okay? So you got y equal to 8 plus 2 times negative 3. So y equal to 8 minus 6. So y equal to 2. Again, that should be the same answer, right? So you do the z. So again, z, first you're going to use negative 5 minus negative 3. So this will give me the distance, okay? But the one that you're looking for is twice the distance. So you have to times by 2, okay? So that will give you the distance. But to find the coordinate, you have to add, you have to start from your starting point, right? So negative 3. So z equal to negative 3 plus 2 times negative 2. So z equal to negative 3 minus 4. So z equal to negative 7. Again, they should match, right? So either way, you should get exactly the same answer. Okay. Okay, let's go to number 22. So number 22, you're going to need graph paper again. So you're drawing a rectangular parallel pipette. Parallel pipette means a rectangular box. Okay, so parallel pipette means a box. So you're going to have a box, and the faces are on the coordinate planes, and the diagonals would be at 0, 0, and at 5, 6, 8. Okay. Okay, so let's go and do that. So you can let your x, y, z. So you're going to have 5. So your box will have this space 5 and 6. And then you have the 8, 5, 6, 8. Okay, so those are the faces. Okay, so and then from there you can just go ahead and draw your box. Okay, and you just kind of draw all the parallels. Okay. So again, very important to get your axes parallel. Okay, and then from here, this is 6. Okay, so basically that's kind of the box. Okay. Heading out to label all your coordinates. So this one would be, start with this one. So this would be 5, 0, 0. Okay, and this one you go up, so it would be 5, 6, 0. And this point over here would be 5, 6, 8. And the rest of it just kind of follow the trace. So to get from here to here, again, you start from here, and from here to get there, you just go 0, right? And you go up, so that's the y, so it'd be 6, 8, right? To get to this point, you have to follow the edge, right? So go this way, right? So from here, x is 0, so you go up, so that's okay. So wait, this is 0. Yeah, so this is, you have to be careful with the 3D. And this would be 0, 6, 8. Okay, and this one is 0, 0, 0. Okay, to get to this point, you have to go from here to here, right? So from here to here, so there would be 5, and there's no y, so y would be 0, and this would be 8. Okay, and this point, to get from this point, you just go straight from here to here. Again, you use the shortest path, right? So x would be 0, y would be 0, and z would be 8. Okay, and so that would be all your coordinates, okay, for all the vertices.